Congratulations to the winners, A. Loki and King Havoc. We love to bring all of you the action right here on 2K TV. And reminder, you can watch 2K TV episodes both in your in-game phone and on .next spots in the city. Until next week, enjoy the game.
And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Yeah, especially the younger teams. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ingram is out there with Durant, and it's Ayton in at the 5 down low.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Now, here is Harden. Goes up from the top of the key. Unable to get that one. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Suns. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
You know, Paul won't miss an opening that good. He quickly feeds the ready shooter, and it's all she wrote from there.
Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Booker the pass to KD, and it's good for 2.
Well, he's capable of scoring from anywhere. Durant's size and touch make him a prime-time threat inside.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3-ball is a big concern for any defense. Unloads from 13. And Ayton the bucket on the assist from Ingram.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly failing.
The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Harris wide open. He shoots a 3-pointer off the mark. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
Just way too much length at the rim to contest. Durant is in a league of his own offensively.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Harris against Ingram. Harris misses.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Here's Ayton. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got 3 assists tonight.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Maxey. And he just worked New York in that last game. Misses from short range.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this one. Just too many good looks from in close.
Paul against Harden. Pass to Tucker to stop the run. Paul grabs the board. Suns leading by 10. Ingram passes to KD, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Assisted.
Durant's got 8.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, it's been an express lead to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Here's Embiid. Another key contributor to that nice win against New York. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
Now, here's Maxey. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Durant wide open. He fires. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
You see why they go to Embiid in close. I mean, he's more than capable of getting it in the hoop.
Booker outside. Pass to Ingram. High post, KD. Ayton trying to break free. KD's shot is good. He's got 12.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly. It gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
McDaniels checked in for Philadelphia. Shake Milton comes in for Harris. And the Suns making a change here as well. Landale's checked in. Milton. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ingram's got his 4th rebound in this one. Shoots over McDaniel. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now, here's Maxey. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. For the 3. Shot by McDaniels, no good. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. 16-point lead. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
Well, the sample size wasn't that big. I mean, 2 games, not a lot to go on. But they are 2 teams at the top of the pile in each of their conferences. And because of that, I expect it to be competitive.
Here's ball after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Now here's Ingram. He's guarded close. Landale with the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Maxey. That one's not going to go. And Phoenix the other way now. Ingram attacking. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the night right here. And he makes the first. Some changes for Philadelphia. Reed comes in for James Harden. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Maxey. Both free throws good for Ingram. The 76ers trail by 17. Ball's knocked loose. To the inside. The shot's good for Milton. Milton's got 5.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Durant dishes to Ingram. Back to KD. And a miss there on the triple. Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Milton, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Here's Ingram, and slammed up by Ingram.
Would have been impossible for KD to miss his teammate there. He was wide open.
And here is Milton with one on the... And it's... Here's the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Suns ahead. They lead by 13. Live from Philadelphia. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance. Here's Harden. He has 5. Takes the 13-footer. That misses off the backboard.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's KD. Rejected by Harris.
What a block from Harris. Terrific work there.
Here's Milton. Good. And Harris gets the assist. He's got it back down to single digits for the 76ers.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication. And now he's able to make them pay.
And he makes that one.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And there's the pass to Melton. Passes it to Embiid. Launches it. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ingram's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Here's McDaniels. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Back to Harden from downtown. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's deflected.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Melton against Booker. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Ingram, and slammed up by Ingram.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Nobody near Melton. Off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Ingram right side. And the shot goes in. Ingram's got 18 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's McDaniels. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved. Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Booker outside to the middle. Here's Ingram. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Milton. From 12 feet out. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Harden the pass to Milton. The shot missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Monty Williams. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. Harden's shot is off, and first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Suns leading by 16. And guys, James Harden continues to be one of the most dominant offensive forces.
Kevin, I don't think there's any question about it. No matter what city is on the front of his jersey, as long as Harden is on the back of it, you can expect the ball to go through the twine and for him to drop dimes too. He's clearly one of the best scorers of this generation by far.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw drops for Ayton.
You know, so much hype around Ayton. It has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Harris's shot is good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half. Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. Here's KD. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Just goes to
Durant's got 23.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Milton misses the 3.
they've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Booker outside. Harris against Ingram. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Harris.
Phoenix foul.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Personal foul.
First free throw is good.
Substitution on the court.
Melton against Booker. Feeds it to Ingram. Ayton dishes to Ingram. Booker outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Down low. Deflects the pass. And it's Ingram missing. Harden scanning the floor. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Phoenix leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time out.
Substitution on the
We'll
court.
go for a different look
At the
here.
line for the
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedman.
At the line
P.J.
for
Tucker
one.
comes in for George Niang. Tobias Harris is checked in for Daniel House. And it's James Harden in for Korkmaz. A free throw drops for Lee. And with the play-in tournament, single-game elimination comes to the NBA, Clark. It brings tremendous ratings in the college game. And it's good to see it, I think, here in the pros.
I agree with you 100%, Kevin. Absolutely. I mean, the midseason tournament might also have that same kind of appeal. I think those high stakes really make for compelling, dramatic viewing.
On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid.
Darius
Harden out there with
Ainsley.
the Anthony Melton. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Ingram. Second chance shot. And the rejection by Embiid.
He is such a well-coordinated, fluid athlete
his
for
second
his
personal
size.
foul.
Joel Embiid blocks a lot of shots and probably changes even more.
Quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let-up in sight.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
Winning in strong fashion. A relentless effort notches a W
For the Suns.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And so they win their first game against this squad, It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
You know, getting a triple-double isn't easy because I never had one of those, but somehow he made it look easy, just showing you how versatile his game is.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. He's looking for Dedmon and finds him. Now Shannon. Here's Ingram. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
.30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Over to the wing. Here is House. He's covered by Ingram. Some solid defense from Ingram. That shot is off. So it's the Suns winning easily here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Boy, tough game. How did you guys manage to get this win tonight?
You know, it always comes back to defense. You know, in the second half, we got defensive stops, we got rebounds. You know, we were able to get out in transitions. We shared the ball, and we kept it from moving from side to side, and we just played with great pace tonight.
You were really effective at starting the break tonight. How did you go about doing that?
Man, just cleaning the glass and keeping my head up. You know, looking for the outlet pass. You know, we got a lot of speed and athleticism, so anytime we can use that to our advantage is a good thing.
It certainly is. Worked out well tonight. Thank you.
Anytime, man.